to my channel, I think, to go see.
Why do you walk like that?
Hello, channel.
Hello.
I'll start if you like.
Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the second or first part, depending on which one you've seen first, of our Room 101 mini-series. It's so mini, there's only 2 episodes. So we've done half of this for Caroline's channel, we're doing half for mine, but whether you've seen that first or not, who knows? If you haven't seen the half that's on Caroline's channel, it'll be there at some point somewhere, and the link will be in the description box. Is that in the description box?
That's me walking to my channel, I think, to go see.
Why do you walk like that?
It's like a little crab.
That's me sidling off to my channel. Sidle off to Caroline's channel. The link will be in the description box below.
In my defence, we watched The Little Mermaid last night. No, me actually. Highly do not recommend, by the way.
I did not study for the test. Did you watch the new one?
And there's a little crab that walks like that.
Is it the new one you watched?
Yes.
Right, I see. I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, I highly don't recommend, really.
So we're doing things that can get in the bin, things that we are annoyed with. Funnily enough, we thought the list would be endless, but actually we're struggling to write any down when it came to it. Probably because we've been spouting so much about it. We've used up all our
I kept thinking about things and I wasn't near my phone or a pen.
Yeah.
And then I would forget them, and I was livid with myself yesterday morning. In fact, I can go to Room 101 for my shocking memory because I thought I must write that down. That's a brilliant idea for Room 101, and completely forgot about it.
So we've done 3 each on Caroline's channel, or 4 Caroline's channel, whether you've seen it or not, blah, 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 and we've got another 3 each for here. And I think, I went first on your channel, so I think you can go first on mine in the interest of good manners.
This is something that I've talked about a bit on my channel. Christmas coming too early. Oh, I'm so over seeing Christmas stuff in the shops in July.
Mm-hmm.
Enough already. And now it is, where are we now? We're filming this just before Halloween.
Yeah.
In fact, is it Halloween tomorrow? I think it probably is.
Tuesday,
Halloween.
I think. Today's Sunday, and I think Halloween is Tuesday.
Yeah. So it's October, and there are people on Facebook with their Christmas trees up. It's a no from me. I don't. There's so. I feel like this is also something that social media is to be blamed for. That we seem to want to talk about the next season while we're still in the current one. There are people talking about pumpkins in July.
People in summer going, I can't wait for sweater weather. And I'm like, could you not just enjoy the weather we've got right now? All right, it was pissing it down. But, on the days when it isn't, can we not just enjoy the season we're in instead of looking ahead to the next one all the time?
I'm very much about...
Life is short.
Yes, and about embracing the time you're in. I don't want to be thinking about pumpkins in July or... But, Christmas now. I don't want to think of it. I get bored with the thought of Christmas because the run-up goes on so long. You're assaulted. I feel really sorry for anyone who works in retail and is subjected to 2 months' worth of Christmas carols go through the speakers in the shops all the time, because it must send you absolutely mental.
My friend Tamsin loves Christmas. She does most of her Christmas shopping early because she's got a lot of children and she starts shopping early, and I get all of that. She loves Christmas. But she was Christmas crafting in July and she kept trying to talk to me about it, and I got just hissing out, it's July! No word of Christmas. She's like, okay. So just no Christmas, not yet. Tamsin, I love her. I love her. She is a delight of a person. She is a delight to be with. She is one of those people who just... brings a lightness to the room, and she's like, no Christmas in July! I kill you!
Yeah, I think Christmas is a lovely time. I love the decorations. I love, I do quite like, I don't like Christmas. Can I just stop talking and formulate an actual sentence that makes sense? Apparently not, no. I think Christmas is nice. I quite like Christmas decorations. I'm not the world's biggest fan of Christmas, but it's okay. But it's certainly not something that needs to be pushed down our throats for 2 or 3 months. I want it to
start round about the 20th of December and end round about the 3rd of January. That'll do nicely.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I feel very much the same about people who put Halloween decorations up at the beginning of October. Halloween is one night. I don't quite understand why we've become a country that celebrates it anyway. But if you want to, that's fine. But I don't understand people who dress their house for Halloween at the beginning of the month. I don't get it. Going back to the Christmas thing, I think it must be really difficult for kids Some people put their Christmas decorations up like mid-November, and I think from a child's point of view, that must be so. When is it? When is it? When is it? When is it? You know, it's yeah. That's what I think. I think it's all a bit too early.
And I think these people who do decorate in October, November are all sick of it. And on Boxing Day, they're all taking it down. And to me, those days in between Christmas and New Year are some of the nicest in Christmas. You know.
Yeah.
But.
So I'm Christmas too early. Room 101. Let us know, by the way, in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Keep it friendly. It's only a light-hearted thing. But let us know whether you agree or disagree with the the points that we're making, the things that we want to put in room 101, the things we want to put in the bin at the moment. So my first one for this...
I'm laughing at this because you've been ranting about this already.
Roadworks. Specifically, roadworks with no one doing any bloody work. I get that the roads need mending. If anything, the roads aren't being mended enough. There are parts of Bristol where the roads are now like the surface of the moon. It's like driving around on a gorgonzola cheese. But there seem to be... I have this running joke with Natalie that half of the roadworks we see aren't actually roadworks at all. They've just run out of places to store traffic cones. And so they decided to store them in long lines all the way down the damn road. Nobody's doing any work. There's never anyone there. Sometimes there's a large piece of plant machinery, but nobody's moving it.
Or a set of traffic lights holding everybody up.
But no personnel doing any work. And also, what happened to the days when the roadworks were done at night and the roads were left clear? Those days are gone because they don't want to pay double time for people to work in the dark. You know? Roadworks, all of the roadworks that have no one working on, get in the bin. And those are the ones that do have people working. Can we do it quicker? Can we have two? No, I realise that people, you know, only want to work while they work. But can we have two shifts so that when Group A go off home, Group B come and take over? Can we do that? When I rule the world, which I will never do because I don't want the job. Roadworks, top of my list. There we go, in the bin.
Remember John Major had his cones hotline? You could phone up if you found.
I had forgotten it until you said it. Yeah, a homeless cone hotline. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to find the staff to man it these days with the amount of cones that people are finding lying around. There was one on a car this morning. I stopped in the car park to drop Anthony off earlier on the way down, and there was a car next to me. Somebody just put a cone on the roof, as you do.
Nice.
What's your second one, Caroline?
My next one might be a bit controversial. It's seasonal clothing.
As in
seasonal clothing.
Do you believe that people should wear the same clothing all year round?
No. No.
Bikinis in December, that's Caroline.
Most specifically, this is a brand contacted me in the last couple of weeks and said, would you like to try on some clothing from our website? So I looked at their website and it was a whole website full of Halloween themed clothing.
A whole website?
A whole website full of Halloween themed dresses,
isn't it?
sweatshirts, pyjamas, pumpkins and witches and skeletons. I mean, now quite apart from the fact I'm a 55-year-old woman, not a 7-year-old girl. What? Who's wearing a
Why do you need Halloween
dress?
themed dress? I mean, I understand the costume. I understand that. But why do you need
fancy dress. Yes, I get that. But this was just presumably normal clothing for going to work in or whatever.
Because it's Halloween season and you've got to... Yes. Yeah, we're going back to that thing.
And as well, I did notice earlier this year Easter jumpers in the shops. Now, Christmas clothing is obviously a thing that has become more and more of an all-pervasive thing, hasn't it? Christmas. I don't wear Christmas jumpers. I have
Christmas jumper day. I get that. The people have Christmas jumper day for charity, don't they? I get that as well. Yeah.
And I wear a sparkly jumper, perhaps, but I haven't got anything with a big picture of Santa on it. But you know, if you
not, I'll get you one.
Please don't.
This is just because you haven't got one and you're feeling sour grapes about it, isn't it? I suppose.
But did I need a jumper with Easter eggs on it in Easter April? No, I didn't.
I wore mine religiously.
You haven't got one.
Religiously.
No, seasonal clothing can get in the bin as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Okay, so are you abominating anything that has any kind of Christmas connotation? Is that what we're doing? Or?
No, because, you know, as you say, Christmas, I think a Christmas jumper is okay. You know, you wear it to the works Christmas party or, as you say, Christmas jumper day or something like that. But I don't need a Halloween-themed pair of trousers. Nobody does.
I really wish you'd said yes. I'd love to have seen that video.
I don't think they did anything in my size, to be honest. I don't think they're inclusive as
There's nothing
plus
quite
size
like
women.
Nothing quite like brands that get in touch and say we think you'd be great, and then you go to there, and then they're like, I don't think I would.
I had one this week. I'm going off at a tangent now. We think you'd be we've watched almost all your videos, and we think you'd be a perfect fit for our product. It was an extendable dog lead.
Yeah, you'd be a perfect fit for that. You and Ron.
What did they think I was going to do? Put it on Ashley?
That's if you went to take the tortoise for a walk.
I did actually reply to them and say, I wonder if you could tell me what it is about my YouTube channel that makes you think I'd be a perfect fit for this product. They didn't get back to me. It's so lazy, isn't it? Such lazy marketing.
It is, yeah. My second choice for Room 101 today is the clock's changing.
What's wrong with that? You got an extra hour of sleep last night. Sorry, just
For those who are not in the UK, this will not mean anything because not all countries do this. I think it's only us. I honestly, everywhere else, although maybe some other countries.
Some countries do. Some of the European countries do.
Okay, so if you're in a country where your clocks don't get changed twice a year, then this will not mean much to you. But here in the UK, and apparently in some other countries, we have what's called daylight saving time, and it was
British summertime.
It's daylight saving, isn't it? That's what it's called, daylight saving time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was originally introduced to give you more hours of work and functioning during the day for when the seasons change, is the way I understand it was done. So in the spring, our clocks go forward 1 hour, and in the autumn, our clocks go back 1 hour. So this happened last night. This was the autumn one there last night. So it happens at midnight. The clock strikes midnight, and all across the UK, the clocks are changed, and it's now 11 o'clock, and you've got an extra hour in bed or up a mountain or wherever you happen to be all night. I don't know what you do. You do you. In theory, that's lovely. You got an extra hour in bed this morning. What actually happened was I woke up at the usual downtime. My body wakes up when it wakes up. So all that happened was I spent an hour in bed going, I could get up. I suppose I could get up and do things.
Well, of course. Yeah. That's not
your body clock still stays on the same time. You can't retrain your body clock for weeks. So you wake up. Well, it takes ages for my body clock to change. So I looked at thinking, should I get up? I don't really want to get up.
You'd be bloody useless if you flew to America.
Yeah, I've just jet lagged the whole time. And then in the spring, it happens the other way round. The clocks go forward and you lose an hour's sleep. So you go to bed at night and instead of getting your 8 hours, you get 7. And you wake up and the clock has changed and you thought it was 7 o'clock. And it throws me out for ages. And I just don't think it's necessary. Don't think it's needed anymore.
I think it's safety of children walking to school is one of the things they talk about.
Again, but children don't anymore, do they? Hardly. But also, I think it was for manual labour days as well, when a lot of people worked out in the fields and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they had more hours of work in the daylight before the evenings drew in. I don't think it's necessary anymore. I think it discombobulates you. I don't know how to do the one in the car. Some people's cars do it on their own. Mine doesn't. Twice a year. Twice a year I have to look it up and try and work out how to change a clock. I haven't done it yet today, so I don't know what time it is in the car. There's always one in the house that you miss. Anthony never knows that it's happened at all. So Anthony's an hour late or an hour early everywhere, constantly. In the bin. Stop it. Get rid of it. We don't need this anymore. We've moved on.
I said, never go to America. You'll be discombobulated for months.
They have different times
never
in the
get
same
over
country.
it.
Yeah, never get me head straight at all.
No.
Okay, let us know. Let us know in the chat what you think of the clocks changing.
Number 3. Toilet rolls in 2023. Bit of a niche one.
Quality and price thereof.
Yes, I didn't write that down. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, weren't we? The price of toilet rolls is madness.
What's going on?
And not only is the price madness, but I do like to buy Andrax. I think the quality of the Tesco's own brand and various other own brands is not what it once was. The paper is a little thin. Let's just leave that there,
no structural integrity.
Yeah. So I buy Andrax. But the quality of that, not only is the price almost doubled, the quality...
Poke through potential is a minefield. And that's all I'm saying. Poke through potential. You don't want it.
And I keep resisting. Have you seen the 20 quid for 72 toilet rolls on TikTok?
I have seen it on TikTok, yeah.
I've been tempted several times, but I've looked at them and this is how exciting my life is. the holes in the middle seem pretty big to me. I'm not convinced they're good size
Like
rolls.
thumb holes? What size?
No, the size of the cardboard roll looks quite big.
It's sheets per tube, isn't it? You've got to look at sheets per roll. Yeah.
Absolutely. And in Tesco's, on the things, that it tells you how much it is per 10 sheets, doesn't it? Which is, or 100 sheets or whatever.
Now, I get mine in Costco. If you have access to a Costco, I recommend their toilet roll. It is not quite as soft and luxurious as Andrex, but it's also not the stuff we used to use for tracing paper at school. It's far.
Oh my God,
it's a decent, comfortable toilet roll. I realise that this is an area that. This is a subject that people may find a little bit distasteful, but you want an element of comfort. You don't want scratchy. You know, nobody wants Brillo pad in their loo roll. You know, you want structure and integrity. Yeah, exactly. You want structure and integrity, but you want some comfort. You want that balance between two. It's not scented. It's not fabric. There's a lot of sheets on the roll.
I don't fancy scented.
No.
I think one has to be careful.
Yes. Yeah. You get a lot of sheets on the roll, and I think I get 48 rolls. And it's about, I want to say, £15 to £17. I'm not 100%, but it's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, strongly recommend it.
And I think as well, you've got to balance out. Of course, the worse the quality, the more sheets one needs for one usage.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we won't even get on to the fact that reusable toilet roll is a thing. We won't. We won't. Let's just not.
Not really. It's not reusable toilet roll per se, is it? It's using cloth instead. But we're not.
They call it reusable toilet.
It's a very ecologically sound approach. Which I will not be taking.
Hang on. I'm not convinced it is an ecologically sound approach, because it has to be washed. Presumably you do that in a washing machine, unless you're going to sit there with a bucket and you rub. No, I can't even think about that.
I think you do have like you used to do with nappies. I think you have a soaking bucket. So I think when they are used, they go into a soaking bucket, and then when that bucket is full, I presume you go slosh into the machine. And
do you wash it with other stuff?
I wouldn't.
Well, you're using a washing machine to wash
literally no shade here, no judgment whatsoever. If you use cloth instead of toilet paper, I would actually be interested for you to tell me in the comments how you approach the cleaning process. Because if it were me and I put it through my washing machine, certainly I wouldn't put other clothes in with it. And then I think I would want to do an empty wash afterwards to make sure my machine was rinsed, and that's another ecological impact, isn't it? So
cost-wise, and
if anybody would like to tell me not how they use cloth, I know how you use it, how they approach the use of cloth, I'd actually be really interested. Like I said, I'm not casting shade, you're not throwing judgment. I don't think it's for me, but I am interested to learn more about it.
And I wonder if, no, let's not wonder.
But in the meantime, manufacturers, can you make decent toilet rolls and not charge us £14 million for them? That'd be lovely.
Please, thank you.
Yes, please and thank you.
Your final one now?
My final one, we are losing the light. We're sitting peering each other in the dark.
I feel like it's actually all right from the camera's point of view. It feels dark in here now.
My third one is going to be, it's a bit Marmite. It's not Marmite, although that could have gone in as well. It's Parma Violets. Parma Violets. I love Parma. For those who don't know, are I'll put a picture in. They're little tiny purple sweets, and they're violet flavoured. They're lovely. Now, a violet is a flower, for anyone who doesn't know. It's not a food, it's a flower. I don't know if violets themselves are edible. Some flowers are edible. But my point is they're flowers with a floral scent and flavour. Why do I need a floral sweet? I don't like them. I think they're horrible. But that's okay, isn't it? Because I don't have to eat them. If you don't like something, you don't eat it. So that's reasonable. So why is she putting them in room 1? Because they've now brought out everything in Parma Violet scent. Natalie has purchased Parma Violet scented air freshener. Everywhere stinks of Parma Violets now. It's revolting. I hate it. Get in the bin. In the bin. I don't like it.
See, I quite like that. I'm not sure about the air freshener, but I think, have they got a candle?
I bet they bloody have, yeah.
Oh, I'd like a Parma Violet candle.
I think you're a sick woman and you need help.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Horrible. It's horrible. So I don't like the smell of violet. It reminds me of nanas. And it's not, I've got anything better.
No, someone's Googled Parma Violet cider.
Oh, it exists in gin. I knew that much. Parma Violet gin is a thing. Parma Violet candle. B&M. Surprise, surprise.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, Parma Violet candles do exist. They shouldn't, but they do.
Carla, we're going to B&M tomorrow.
What have I done now? I've released a monster.
Well,
don't
all right,
like
we can put them in the bin.
In the bin. In the bin. Disgusting.
And that's it.
That's it. That's
Which
it.
is quite good because it is getting rather dark.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is my channel, isn't it?
Yes.
We've now recorded, this is the fourth one we've recorded and I've lost track of it. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and let us know in the comments what you think. And that's good timing because the battery's flashing to go. So we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.